Welcome to the Libra Lounge with Keisha podcast. I'm your host, Keisha. I've got producer James here in the studio.
Who nobody apparently cares about.
Yeah, great. Get your own podcast so you can talk all about it, okay? And we survived, what did people call it? Snow Armageddon?
Snowmageddon?
Yeah, the great freeze that froze absolutely nothing. But never fear, because the state of Texas will always shut down.
We will survive.
We just cannot, when it's cold and you tell us there might be a little bit of rain, we freak out. Now, we are the same people who are hurricane survivors.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, legitimate.
There are people who are like, stay for the hurricane.
Yeah,
just to have a hurricane party.
We have gone weeks without electricity. We have been misplaced because of hurricanes. We survived that with no problems. We are strong-armed when it comes to hurricanes. But you tell us it might hit 20 degrees and it might rain a little bit, we don't know what to do.
Shut the whole state down.
We are like the grocery stores. The shelves are bare.
So it's funny because now everybody buys like toilet paper.
Yeah.
Paper towels. Yeah. And water.
Because we got freaked out from COVID, because those were the things that we had shortages on.
Yep.
So those are the things. So basically right now, no one in the state of Texas has to go get, probably not tampons, toilet paper, ramen noodles, water bottles for the next 17 months.
Oh,
we're good.
We're good.
People are going to start selling this shit on Facebook Marketplace. Because we didn't do it, but I will tell you that being cooped up for those days, and you do go out, and I will say that I did get things from the grocery store, but for some odd reason, I felt the need that we needed sweet, savory things because we were hibernating for the winter, and we needed to bulk up, and I did bulk up. I gained like 7 pounds during those days. I was like, holy shit, ball, please tell me it's just inflammation. It's inflammation. It's not fat. Because we sat around, we didn't do anything. We were kind of bored. So we just had all these extra snacks, and look, those memes talk about people that are eating away all their snacks. Like, you really do, because then you're like, well, I don't want that to go to waste, so we got to eat it up. So we're just making excuses to just eat things we're not supposed to eat because it was a little chilly outside, but it didn't affect us because we don't work outside.
Yeah, and that's all it was. It was a little chilly outside. The roads were fine, no rain. It was just winter. It was just winter.
And here's the thing. I enjoy the 2 weeks of winter that we get every week. I don't mind it. Yeah, it gets cold, but I tell you what, nothing beats the fucking 150 degrees that'll be here in a few months. Ooh, and I will start hating life all over again because it's just too hot. And my theory is that people complain about being cold. But you know what you can do when you're cold? You can put on a jacket. You can turn up the heater. You can bundle underneath comforters. But you can be butt booty naked and still be hot.
Yep, there's only so much you can take.
There's only so much you can do, and you will still be hot. So let it be cold. Enjoy the cold, people. Like, some of y'all need more time to get your summer bodies ready anyway. So enjoy this cold, So, I always hear people. I think people, when they talk about sex online, they just over-exaggerate things. And I think when people talk about sex on TV, they do it too. Sex is so great. Sex is the best feeling in the world. Oh, my God. Dick, dick, dick. Pussy, pussy, pussy. Look, yes, sex can be great. But to me, have you ever had an itch that has been itching in a position that you're not able to scratch it where you are? And so the itch has been itching for hours. And then you finally get in the position where you can scratch that fucking itch. My eyes roll to the back of my head and then they cross. That feels so good. It will literally make you say, Dick, who? Richard, what? What? Like, itching is one of the best feelings in the world. I'm sorry. It is up there with sex. He doesn't agree because he wants more sex
I totally
in his
agree.
life.
I have that same itch right now on the end of my dick.
Well, you better get over there and scratch it.
Yeah,
we can give you a 2-minute break because that's about as long as it's going to take. 2 minutes, probably a minute, 15 seconds.
I don't want to scratch it myself.
Well, ain't nobody else here to scratch it. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. So anyway, I made this list about things that start happening. Like just being 46 is a weird age because you're so close to 50, but I don't feel like I'm close to 50. But then there's reminders that the end is near.
The end is nigh.
I tell you what, something that just really tripped me out was that there was a blinking light in our bathroom. And it just so happened to coincide with the blinking light that was in like the hallway, like the little passageway between like the sitting room, the bar, into the kitchen. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to sit here and kid you.
Did you think you were
I thought I was having a stroke. So when I was in the bathroom, I was like, what is that? Because it wasn't like, you know how those fluorescent lights do that weird blink? These are like regular light bulbs. And usually a light bulb will just pop and go out.
Well, these are LEDs.
So that's what it is.
They're not quite the same blink, but it's like a distinct blink because
Yeah.
they're either fucking on or off.
Well, I need them to be not on the same page when they're blinking because it was one thing. Yeah, it was one thing in the bathroom. And here's the thing: you will always second guess yourself. Was that a blink? Is the light bulb blinking? And then I was like, wait, is there something? Am I seeing dots? Like it tripped me out. Then you walk into another room. I'm like, I'm having a goddamn stroke. I don't know what I should do. I don't know at what point in a stroke you reach out for help. Is it too soon to reach out for help? Because I want to get to the hospital, have the stroke, but have it in time where nothing else changes. I can walk out of here good. No gimpy arm, no slurred speech or anything like that. I want to be good, but I don't want to be overzealous about it either.
Well, you don't want to start crying like Stroke Wolf.
Yeah, you don't. Yes. But I tell you, a blinking light in your late 40s is concerning.
So Mila's mom was microwaving noodles, and she just forgot to put water in the bowl.
That tracks.
So it burned.
Yeah.
So then you got a blinking light, and you smell burning toast, basically, which is another sign of a stroke.
Oh, I didn't know, but let me just write that down.
Yep.
Put that on my list of worries.
Yep.
Oh, I never knew it was the smell of toast.
That's what people have said, like it's a slight burning toast smell.
I think that some calling bullshit on you with that because James will make shit up in a minute and convince himself that it's true and then spread the word to others, and then we go around saying stupid things. Like I've never in my life heard that before, that it smells like toast when you're having a stroke. He's looking it up.
I am.
He's researching his own lies. I'm glad you're researching your own lies. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So another thing with 40 that just, here's the thing. You cannot eat certain things at nighttime and then lay down. You are going to give yourself anxiety because you're going to get heartburn that is so bad. It's going to make you say, this is the massive heart attack that they have told me about. And I didn't know of any heart disease in our family, but here I am, the pioneer of it, because I'm having a heart attack at 2:45 in the middle of the fucking night because I had a Taco Bell burrito. Like it just, everything makes you think that it's near.
Yeah, like when you're like in your 20s and early 30s, like you could literally like half cut off a finger and you're like, it's okay. No problem. I can live with that.
Like I have anxiety if I leave the house and I notice that I did not switch my Tums to the other purse. Like we got to get off the fucking freeway. I don't care if we're going to be 45 minutes late to wherever we're going. We got to find a Walgreens and we got to find one quick because right now thinking about the fact that I don't have my Tums is giving me indigestion and making me need Tums. Like I have to have Tums before I eat, especially out in public. Because how many times I'm like, we got to go. Because the indigestion is so fucking bad. Because I drank juice. Juice did it. Because it's acidic. So, yeah.
Isn't that funny? Like, it is sad because, like, in our 20s, shit, you could do shots of fucking tequila laced with cocaine.
Yes.
And now, fucking too much orange juice.
No. I can't remember. I was talking about something with Who was the person we were talking about? I don't know. The person must have been, oh, I know what it was. I was talking to a friend and we were talking about Robert Downey Jr. And we were talking about another friend who was working in a restaurant, and Robert Downey Jr. said, hey, why don't you and some of your friends come back to my place to basically do coke? And so I was like, man, thinking from the age that I am now, it's like, I would totally fucking go. Can you imagine how good the cocaine is or Robert Downey Jr. has? Now, I'm not going to sit here and say I do a line, because there's no fucking way I would survive it. There's no way. Immediately call the ambulance. I would have been like, give me like a little pinch or something like that. Just a little bump. Even half of, what is the smallest percentage of a bump that one can bump? Because that is what I would need. But if you would have told me something like that in my 20s, I would have been like, party up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, give me a cocktail of this shit. Oh, that's blue cocaine? Let me try that blue cocaine. Pink cocaine? Bring all the color cocaine to me. Now, just the thought of cocaine, I immediately think about a brain aneurysm.
Think of brain aneurysm,
heart attack, stroke, all of the things. And then me, I'd be like, for fucking should have brought my Tums.
All comes back to Tums.
It all comes back to Tums. If you are a friend of the Libra Lounge with Keisha, which I hope that you are, it is time for the Gab.
We know she has a really big mouth, which sounds kind of dirty, and that's probably true too. Let's gossip. The Gab with Keisha.
So you guys know that, if you listen to me on Pink Shade, and I think I talked about it on here whenever, I decide to pull out a podcast of my own, that Monique from Love During Lockup was supposed, hold on, let me go back. Because I was about to say this. Monique was supposed to be a guest on my show. Let me rewind. Monique's people reached out to me for Monique to be on my show. Okay? Yeah. Great. This will be great. Look, sometimes we do shit for clout. We may not even particularly like the guest, but it's like, that guest bring more attention to me, I'll do it. You just kind of got to do what you got to do. So I'm like, oh yeah, this will be a great show for the beginning of the year. Good,
oh yeah,
a good kickoff for the Libra Lounge with Keisha. We're gonna have
20 good strong 2026.
We're gonna have Monique on the show, okay?
And there's more of her.
A day before she's supposed to be on the show, we get this email now from a person who reached out to me. Oh, there was a schedule. We hate to make plans. We really don't like to do cancellations. But bitch, I can't tell, because it sounds like you're about to cancel from the beginning of this email. Okay.
You don't like it, but it sure came in.
Yeah, it didn't start off with, we're still good for tomorrow, right? Here's the Zoom link for the interview. Good. But there's a scheduling conflict, and Monique is having to cancel it, but we hope to reschedule. Well, I immediately emailed back. I was like, yeah, that's a big disappointment. Let me know when we can reschedule. My listeners, as well as the Pink Shade listeners, were looking forward to the interview. Crickets. So, you know me, because I always think I'm a Libra, so I kind of think things are my fault. I'm like, oh, she thought my show was too small, or this, and that. Turns out she did the same thing to Reality Gaze, and they've got like 50 billion followers. So I'm like, okay, I don't feel so bad. But then I got to thinking, it's a good thing you didn't do my show. Because the first question I was going to ask you is, why do you look so big when you're in a car? Why does every vehicle that you're in, the top of your head hits the roof of the car? Bitch, are you half a giant? What? It was one thing when you're riding in a car next to Derek, okay? Because he itty bitty and you big, okay? So it's kind of like, okay, is this an angle thing? There's no such angle that makes you look that big in everything that you're in. You're just big.
That's that Hagrid angle.
No, it wasn't Hagrid. It was the lady from the
from the French school.
Oh, yeah. Who refused to admit she was half giant. Monique, we know that's what you are, okay? You're either half giant or half rock climber or whatever the rock eater from the Neverending Story. One of those two things, that is what you are. Come clean. You may have further your career by saying, yes, guys, you're right. I am half rock eater. That is why I look the way that I am. And that is why my head touches the top of every vehicle that I'm in, including this rather large stranger danger white van that I'm driving in.
They look like big, strong hands.
Yeah, yes, they big, strong hands. You know, and I'm just like, I had so many questions that I know no one else was going to ask her about. But because I wanted to say, why do you not go see these people in jail? It is the equivalent of something else. I'm going to blend these two topics together, okay? It is the equivalent of what I have found many of my quote unquote friends doing, which they're doing AI pictures of themselves on social media. Mm-hmm. Okay. This is how it's going to flow into the Monique. Monique, you're not scared to be inside of a prison. Because if you were, you wouldn't date a prisoner. That's like me dating a guy from Church's Chicken and saying, I can't go visit him at work. I'm afraid of chicken. But I'm going to date Chicken Boy. No, Chicken Boy, bring me a 6-piece with a side of dirty rice home every night, okay? I'm not afraid. I'm going to come see you at work. I want to see you. I want to give you a little greasy kiss. And I want you to slide me some chicken tenders off to the side. Like, that is so... I'm scared to go to a prison. But you'll fuck a prisoner? Really? No, Monique. You have shown this guy the AI version of yourself. And you don't want him to see the real life version of yourself. You want him to be trapped and you pick him up from prison. He has no other ride home. So you can take him on, put him in a car seat in the back of your fucking van, take him home, put him in a high chair, feed him and trap him in there for life, then tell him you might be pregnant. That is what you want to do. You have shown him from tits to the top of your head. That is all this man has seen, which he's stupid because there's no way the size of her tits means that there's a petite body at the bottom. There's just not.
Or the size of her head.
Or the large size of her head. I feel so bad for her because she said that she lost 100 pounds. Mm-hmm. And poor Reddit, oh, they are like, where? I don't see it. I mean, here's the thing. When Jelly Roll said that he lost 200 pounds, it was hard to see at one point. But when he lost like 500 pounds, you were able to see it a lot better. Okay, here's the thing.
And he looks good.
And he looks pretty good. And here, once again, if you're new to the show, I always feel like I have to do this disclaimer when I'm talking about weight. It's because I am of the fatties, okay? You see me now as a baddie. But to get to this baddie, I spent years being a fatty.
Went through a lot of fatties.
A lot of morbidly obese. Bitch, you have to take not one, but 2 different kinds of high blood pressure medicine because you're so big and we need you to check your blood pressure 17 times a day to make sure you're out of the stroke zone. That is how big I was. I am 2 weight loss surgeries and still was fat big, okay? So yeah, I mean, I went from fatty to baddie. And I pray every night that I stay a baddie because it's a lot easier to breathe this way. So yeah, I get it. So I've got these people like, why would you put an AI version of yourself out? Okay, so do you put an AI version of yourself out in the hopes that you're going to become a recluse, never go out into the wild again and no one's going to see you? Because they're going to be shooketh when they see you.
I mean, you have to think someone's going to actually see you at some point.
I don't know. I think that's the case with Monique, that she takes the pictures and the pictures are from tits because, I mean, every man, they're just going to see titties. Yeah. You know what I mean? They're just going to be, titty-matized. And they're like, oh, she looks good. I like these titties. Big old tiggo bitties over here. So she gets nervous when it's time to go. But here's the thing. I'm sure his family has seen the show and told him how you look. But then she probably says, yeah, but I lost 100 pounds since that last season.
That just means she broke up with Derek. That's it. That's 100 pounds she lost.
She said that in 120 pounds because he was a little bitty man right there. That was too little of a man for you. It really, really was. So Monique, I guess, keep slanging your wigs because she's too good for our podcast. I think she did some podcast interviews and they did not go well. And she's like, I'm not made for this. Because here's the thing, there's one thing to do an interview, but there's another thing to do an interview with the podcaster because we kind of do whatever the fuck we want.
Well, sometimes, but remember, they sent us, so they were one of the folks that actually sent us a pretty, specific
and I specifically didn't read any of that shit.
I read all of them.
Look, you got 3 sentences with me. If you cannot get it out in 3 sentences, then it's not, I don't know. I read my books at night. Like, whatever you have to say to me can be chalked up in 3 sentences. If it's anything other than that, it better be a legal document that's leaving me money, or it better be a book that I'm reading before. Now, I cannot sit there and just read through an email, like, because at that point, you're just repeating yourself. Like, just tell me, hey, can you send us some questions? Sure. Or here's a bullet point of questions for you to ask. But they should be short. They shouldn't be, here's a question and an explanation behind it.
Right.
I'm not, Monique need for you to explain the questions to her. I don't need you to explain the questions to me, okay? She may say, huh, what, who? No, I have someone else who reads those things for me and gives me the shortened version of it. Maybe Monique needs to hire her an assistant. I don't know. But I tell you what, this past week, 2 weeks, so last Friday, on 2 shows that I watched, there was 2 faints, okay? And I doubted the reality of both of them, okay? As a fainter myself.
As in one who faints.
One who faints. I have fainted a number of times, so I'm very, very questionable when I see a person faint on television, okay? So supposedly Monique fainted at this restaurant, okay? Well, I've never fainted and bounced on my ass. Like, I'm completely out. So please don't let my head hit the floor. Like, your body doesn't give a fuck about you anymore. We land where we land, okay?
Sure. Yep.
She fell on her butt and then bounced into a Popeye's chicken restaurant. Okay?
Did she faint? Did she fat fall? Or was it supposed
I
to be
thought it was a fat fall.
Yeah.
That's what I labeled it at. Mary Payne's like, no, she passed out. I said, who do you know who's passed out and landed on their butt sitting up? Never. It just doesn't happen, right? So then I was watching RuPaul's Drag Race, and one of the contestants, now granted, she had on a latex suit, but LaRoche, the designer, dragged her for filth about her outfit, and she passed out. Okay, here we go. This is why I questioned the faint, because you knew you were about to lose and you really needed a sympathy vote, okay? But let's say you didn't care about that. She fainted and her hands were still clutched together. Now, when I faint and when I've seen other people faint, you lose all ability of your hands, of everything just goes flat. You're not able to keep your hands clamped. What is the word? Clamps together. I've been watching this TikTok guy. He's from the UK, and he married a woman from Alabama, so all of his kids talk in an Alabama accent.
Oh, shit.
So clamps, because he'll say, what is that? Water. What color is that? Red. And then you hear the British guy like imitate red. He said, how about red? Red. So that's where I got the clamps from. Yeah, I just feel like when these people faint too cute. When you faint, you go ugly. Okay. Both the pass outs were just way too cute. So, and I know people are so sensitive about people that are not super sensitive, because everyone wants to be super sensitive.
Yep.
And I just rather be an asshole, be super honest. Like, no, bitch, you didn't faint. You were being a bitch. You probably didn't eat, and you fucking fell on your ass where you should have been. Thank God you've got so much ass that you had to land on. It does help. Because I tell you what, I've had fat faints. And I've had not so fat faints. I tell you what, when I was fat, I wasn't hurt when I got up. When the smaller that I got, I started saying, maybe I shouldn't fucking keep fainting, because I've got a bruise on my elbow. My leg hurts. I can't walk for 2 days. I need a cane. Look, if you're going to faint, fat faint. Okay, your body will thank you later, all right? So Mary Payne was confused about why they were going to call the ambulance. I said, okay, so here from from a former fatty to a person who's never been fat in your life, when you have a fat fall, you need several streams of assistance to come in once you're over a certain weight.
Oh yeah, and you need multiple analyses. People
You
have
do.
to like check things out.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I say, the fall is one crisis. The getting up from the fat fall is a crisis within itself.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you have more of a chance hurting yourself trying to get up than you did when you went down.
Especially if you try to do that quick pop-up that small people can do.
And no matter how big you or small you are, when you fall, you always think you got to do the quick pop-up because you don't want to be embarrassed. Yeah. You know what I mean? But no, there's no quick pop-up once you hit a certain size.
Nope.
It is slow and you need lots of assistance and just,
Very many stages.
There's lots of stages in it. Yeah.
There's the rollover on the belly stage. They'll get one knee under you.
Yeah.
The second knee.
Yeah.
The sit up and take a 5-minute break.
Yeah.
And the first crouch.
No, Mary Payne's work, because she looked like she got up pretty quick. I said, that's what production showed us. They didn't show us the 10 times she had to attempt to get up. I said, she wasn't even out of breath. That's how I know it was the 10th attempt. Like, she's like, okay, I finally got it. No, it's a workout. Like, and then you've got people staring at you and then asking you for help and you say no, but you really need help. Like it is better just to call an ambulance because you need an ambulance. Because Monique actually said, call an ambulance. Call an ambulance. Okay. Call an ambulance. I mean, when somebody says call the ambulance, you probably need to go ahead. Yeah, they need help.
I would just think she had a stroke to say it that bad. Like, there's other compounding factors there.
Yeah, but we've heard Monique speak before, so,
True.
Dick, so thanks a lot for nothing, Monique. I won't be buying one of the wigs that you influence about, okay? And I won't be leaving you a 5-star review just because. Anywho, so... I'm big on this whole, I don't get the whole Botox thing when you're young. I just think what are you Botoxing when you're young? I just don't get it. And I saw this girl who I've been friends with, who she's younger than me, but I've been friends with her for a while. And I think she's like really super cute. I've always thought she was really super cute. But she's always been like very insecure about a lot of things, like her name. I'm not going to say her name, but she thinks it sounds like a boy's name. And I'm like, no, there's 2 ways to pronounce your name. There's a feminine way and a male way.
Oh, you mean Steve?
Yeah. I was like, there's a feminine way to say your name. And then there's a masculine way to say your name as well. And she's like, it just sounds like a boy. And her voice is a little bit deeper. And she's just like, people always think I'm man. I'm like, it's husky. It's sexy.
Which can be very sexy.
Yeah. I'm like, so this same person I saw saying they were going to get their lips done. I'm like, what, do you want your top lip to literally touch the tip of your nose? What look are you going for? Like, I'm like, we as Black women have been blessed with rather large lips. We don't need these things. So I'm not, bitch, how are you going to eat and breathe? Like, you just want to be a mouth breather because your top lip is going to hit your nostrils and cover them up and you're going to be left with no. So that is what you should feel insecure about. Like, why are you doing this to yourself? Now, this is coming from a person who every night when I'm doing my nightly rituals, I pray. Please bring back the elasticity that used to be in my neck. Please, please, please. Everything is lift. But I'm pushing 50 years old. And some of my things, I'm just like, look, I'm older, plus I lost a whole bunch of weight. There's just not very much that I could do about it because my husband won't give me $7,000 to fly to Turkey and get everything done, including Jet 2 holiday. I get the hotel, I get the food, I get the surgery, I get the nurses, I get all of that for $7,000. And he won't let me go because it's in Turkey. But we'll just talk about that later. He liked it when I was a fatty. He's having difficulties with the baddie stage that I'm in.
I have baddie regret.
He's feeling very, very insecure. And it didn't help that we were watching something the other day and the person goes, well, when a married couple, when one person starts losing all that weight, here comes a divorce. He was like, God damn it.
Have you heard about this thing the young people are doing?
No, because I'm not young. No.
But it's called looks maxing. You heard this?
No.
So when you mentioned the young people getting like Botox, so apparently there's this whole thing about like maximizing how good you look, not through like healthy activities.
Okay, good, because I don't like doing healthy activities, so I'm interested.
Like one of the guys who's like big into this looks maxing thing, like he's like 22.
Okay.
He's already having like bone work done. He takes hard drugs like meth to keep kind of sunken in a bit. Like he is doing some seriously rough shit to himself just to maximize his looks.
Well, good. I'm glad he's doing that because he's not going to live very long.
Well, I mean, that's one of the things like the critics are kind of saying, like you are.
You're not going to live long.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
here's the
maxing
thing.
is the thing.
And here's the thing that fucking stupid 20-year-olds don't understand. You're not going to like how you look till you're 40 anyway.
That's right. You're going to hate yourself.
You're going to hate yourself till you're like
years.
40. I'm like, you know what? I've been here 40 years on Earth. I don't want to spend the next 40 if I'm here that long hating how it looks. So I'm just going to accept the way that I am. And I love how I look. You're just going to one day just love it. This is all that you got. But yeah, that's pretty fucking stupid that they're doing that.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, everything from like the soft maxing, you know, skincare, good hygiene, dental care, yada, yada. And then the hard maxing, jawline implants, cheek implants, facelift, bone smashing techniques. Oh.
Yeah. The craziest thing is like when people do that and then you have a child that looks just like you. So basically without saying the words to your child, you're telling your child they're ugly. We look just alike, but good God, I'm changing everything about me. Right. You just stay ugly, you little lad. Like, just get used to it. You know what else is stupid? I hate this time of the year. You know, we talked about Valentine's Day. Then you have the fucking Galentine's Day. Then you have the women, I'm going to marry myself this year. Stop that. You're already desperate, but at least you're desperate in secret. Stop doing all of this extra desperate stuff and posting it on social media. Galentine's Day? No, you know you'd rather be getting dicked down by some guy than spending it with your friends at some kind of sip and shop place like that. Just why I thought Galentine's Day was for gay people for years and years and years. Then I was like, no, it's for the Lonely Hearts Clubs over here who haven't had a man in years, and they have to call it Galentine's Day. No one wants to spend Valentine's Day with a group of girls.
That's just Thursday. That's what it should be.
Yeah, you really want to be with a guy or girl or whoever you want to be with a lover on that day. But instead, you're going to go find fucking matching pajamas from Old Navy to match all your friends, drink pink champagne and eat fucking cupcakes and talk about how much you love yourself and don't need a man. No, you can't get a man. You can't get. That is what you bitches should be talking. Y'all need to have a Galentine's Day and let me be the host of it. Because I'm like, this is why you hoes are lonely right now. Because you're sitting around making excuses for yourself while you're stuffing your faces with cupcakes and cheap champagne. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you how to get some get right in you. Because here's the thing. All they do is fucking... Women now are in a stage that we encourage ourselves to do horrible things.
Yeah, like...
We really are.
Yeah, y'all don't lift each other. Y'all like all happy to start spiraling together.
Yeah, no. Somebody got to be sanely insane in the group. Okay? Because someone has got to say... Why are we all really here?
What the fuck are we doing here?
Like, what the fuck are we doing here? We are bosses. We look kind of good. Like, all the people from my 600-pound life have partners, are engaged.
There you go.
What the fuck is wrong with us?
Thank you.
And then you should have a meeting, okay? And come to terms how it's early in the year, okay? Let's really get this started. But no, it's okay. I'm fat and lonely because the person next to me is fat and lonely. So we're all going to be fat and lonely together and give it a cute name and call it Galentine's Day.
We have watched Amy Slayton, who is fat, ugly, dumb, smells bad, farts all the time.
Two husbands.
Two husbands. A couple of boyfriends. And
Yeah,
and
because here's the thing.
Classes.
As horrible as it is, she does have personality.
And she gets dick.
Yeah. So what is wrong with you girls?
Exactly.
I think they're going about it the wrong way.
I think so.
Okay? It doesn't need to be a Galentine's Day where we hate men. No, what you do is you want men. You want man, but you don't have man. But what you've done is you've created a hate group, included Cupid in it a little bit, have matching pajamas, got your fucking makeup done to come spin it with a group of other lonely women.
It's like relationship dysmorphia.
Yes.
Like now you're celebrating the thing that nobody really wants.
Because the next day you're going to wake up in a bed alone.
Post Galentine's Day.
And you're going to feel even worse about it.
With a fucking Stella Rosa headache.
With a Stella Rosa and a sugar rush of a headache, and you're going to have fucking indigestion because you didn't take Tums with you. All right, when we get back, we're going to talk My Strange Addiction and 1,000-Pound Sisters.
The Libra Lounge with Keisha. The Libra Lounge with Keisha.
Welcome back to the Libra Lounge with Keisha. Now, look, let me just go back, recap with the whole Galentine's Day. Okay. There's nothing wrong with a girls' night out. Like, we all need a girls' night out, okay? But here's the thing, we're at girls' night out, it's a come to Jesus meeting. Things like Galentine's Day are not. Stop celebrating the wrongs in your life and giving it a cute name, okay? Stop celebrating not having the things that we all know you really want. Daddy, cry about it. I'm lonely. I'm 75 years old. I ain't had a man in 30 years. Okay, I can deal with the bitch saying, crying about that. Let's hold each other, okay? Let's not give it a cute name and buy matching pajamas and go buy new wigs for this, what is a really sad experience, and we're going to pretend that it was happy and we had fun and that we paid $65 to even come. Because the married bitches are the ones who are hosting the Galentine's Days. And they're taking your money and profiting from it and laughing at you after you fucking leave. That's all I'm saying, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so, My Strange Addiction. I tell you one thing. And I have mentioned it several times on this show. That, once upon a time when something crazy was done, and this is for people of color, something crazy, outlandish, and very weird was done. We didn't worry about it as people of color because we knew a white person had done it. And we were good in those positions, okay?
So what are some of those examples? Well, mass shooting.
We knew it was a white person.
Yep.
Okay.
Some weird mental breakdown in the middle of something.
Someone ate a fucking body today.
Yeah, white person.
Yeah. Someone got
serial
eaten.
killer.
Someone got eaten by a hippo. Okay, white person.
Oh yeah, there you go.
There was never a shadow of a doubt. But here we are, 2026. Nothing has been right since that fucking B2, that sniper killer guy.
Oh, the DC sniper.
The DC sniper. We've not been okay since then. We have gone downhill, and each year we're going down faster. And we're making the white people look a lot less crazy.
You're coming down to our level.
Yeah, and I'm not comfortable with that. I don't like it. I like being in that safe, black people don't do that zone. Okay? Like, I liked being there. I had confidence there. I don't have to worry about that. That's white people shit.
There's a level of equality that kind of has a diminishing return.
Yeah, I was okay with separation doing that. Keep us segregated. Because we do saying things that make sense. Yes, it was a crime, but it made sense. We didn't do senseless crimes. Now we're out here and we're on fucking My Strange Addiction. Week after week after week. It's more black people on My Strange Addiction doing things that I thought only white people did. For example, we had this really cute in college black girl who was eating hot glue gun. No, not hot glue.
Eating hot glue. Yeah.
Yes.
Eating the gun would have been pretty impressive.
I would have been like, okay, she really hates herself. This is a cry for help. She's eating a glue gun, guys. She's throwing out signals that something may happen here. It's a cry for help.
So she was eating hot glue. Well, was it hot or was she just eating the glue sticks?
Both.
Both?
Now, I have been a crafter in my years. Okay, so I have had many a hot glue gun. I have shopped for different hot glues. Okay. Never at any stage of the glueness, whether it was opening the package, ooh, that smells really good, I want to put that in my mouth, nor like when you put it inside the gun and it becomes, hot and soft, ever did my mouth water and say, man, I bet that tastes really good on my tongue.
Every time you burned your hand, you didn't think, man, I want that in my mouth.
That would have been better if I had burned
right
my tongue with it, okay? This girl is eating hot glue the little in the shapes that they're in.
Yeah.
Then when she wants to feel, as I say, add a little razzle dazzle to it. Razzle it. You know what would make this a good time, guys? If we heat the shit out of that hot glue, okay? So she will get it hot. Yeah. Then she puts it on like a piece of paper or something like that. She'll make little shapes with it, peel it up, let it cool off just a little. It's almost like a fondue of it. She fondued it, okay? And she will eat that.
Fondue? That's what she does? She makes fond glue?
She makes fond glue is what she does. And then she says, I've been doing this since I was 13. I'm 20 now, okay?
This girl's had 7 years of glue.
And she's like, the only thing that really happens to me sometimes is my stomach hurts and I'm like really constipated.
You fucking
bitch. Because the inner lining of your stomach has glue attached to it.
You've literally glued your asshole shut from the inside.
From the inside out. Like, you're going to be. She's like, yeah, and I take laxative after. Well, it can't come out. You better be glad you didn't shit through your mouth. It would have had an easier path just shitting up your throat and through your mouth than coming out your ass. Because there's nothing but fucking glue mountains in there. Jesus. What are you doing? She said 2 weeks was the longest that she's gone. And you didn't think for 1 second that may have something to do with the consumption of something that is not supposed to be consumed, that has no health factors to it. You would have done better just eating fucking lettuce, which has no health, no corn, has no health benefits, but at least you can shit the corn out. This you can't.
See, this is the problem with making things non-toxic. I think you should make more things toxic, and you wouldn't have as many people eating this kind of weird shit.
Well, how about the shit doesn't taste good?
It doesn't matter how it. Well, we've seen this show long enough to know it doesn't matter what something fucking tastes like.
Yes. Yeah.
They found a way to enjoy it.
And you know what the most embarrassing part about the whole thing was? She went out and had lunch with her 2 white friends. Sorry, guys, that noise is a dog who is scratching on carpet for some unknown reason. He's been doing that the last couple of days. I don't know why. So what made it even worse is that, stop that now. What made it even worse was that she went and met with her 2 white friends. And I tell you, these girls were white. They were so white. One of the girls' name was Lily. Okay?
Ooh,
that's
Lily,
white.
That's white.
And they said, what are you doing? Why would you do that? Oh. You're pranking us, right? The girl actually thought that it was like a candy kind of thing.
Like a Pez glue.
Yeah, like some kind. She's like, that's not. Do you know what that does to us as a black people? That makes us want to go hide in shame. But then, as if that wasn't bad enough, they had a black man. It is already not safe in the country for black men. Then you have this asshole eating cardboard. But I will say this, cardboard.
Okay.
But James, let me just say this. If there was ever a poster person for eating cardboard, it was him. Because that motherfucker looks like he came out the womb eating cardboard. They had to have subtitles for him. That is how bad. And he said that when he eats cardboard, it makes him feel like superior, like he's king of all the cardboard, and then he did muscle arms.
Touchatism?
No, I ain't gonna even put tism on him like this something else. This is some radio type of shit that was going on with this guy, okay? He fucking he gets up in the morning before everyone else to make his eggs so that he can put cardboard pieces in his eggs. He puts cardboard in everything that he eats.
So I know usually on this show when someone says they eat something, they just eat the thing. But he mixes it up. So he doesn't just sit there.
Because you know what he was doing? He wanted to add a little razzle dazzle. Yeah, razzle. I was like, and then he does like different things, like it can soak for a certain amount of time to make it taste this way. And then it always kills me. He's like, oh God, no, I can't eat that cardboard. It's got dust on it. It makes it what now? It makes it taste bad. So you're telling me the thing that at the bottom it says do not consume tastes bad because it's in a warehouse where it's supposed to be, waiting for someone to pick it up and put packages in it. But you are so snooty that you won't eat the dirty ones. What? Wow. I swear to God, I was so embarrassed to be a black person. I didn't even go to the part where they go to the doctor because I just hope they both got this really fucking sick. I hope they had to take their stomachs taken out because that's what they deserve for being so goddamn dumb and black. This is the representation that you're giving us. And you knew this episode was coming out 1 week before Black History Month. Thank you, TLC, for not actually airing it during Black History Month because that would have made us tune out of TLC channel for the whole month, because we would have thought in our heads, I know I would have thought, oh, TLC is playing in black people's faces by showing this shit during Black History Month. But TLC was smart. They're like, we're going to get you, but we're not going to get you where you know that we got you. We're going to put it on the week before, Black History Month. So you can't say shit about it. Well played, TLC. Well, you know some people who have not lost their stomachs? People on 1,000-pound sisters? No, but they are looking good here. Well, except for Amy, everyone's looking pretty good except for Amy.
Yeah, everybody's improving.
Yeah, everyone's kind of improving. We think until So we know Amy and Tammy are in this big fight. Okay, it is like a continuous fight, and they're not talking to each other, and they do like so many families. So you have a family text thread, and you can tell really it comes out two people are just cussing each other out, and everyone else is like either putting their phone on silent or like trying to play catch up. So that's what they're doing. So Chris and Missy admit that Tammy went too far by calling Amy a deadbeat mom. I mean, she did get arrested in front of her children for having drugs in a vehicle with them. So one could say that's pretty deadbeat. But it's Amy. What kind of scale of parenting do we really start measuring her at?
Well, I guess, given the level of family experience they've had, if you call somebody a deadbeat in that family, that's really low. Like for them to be considered deadbeats.
And I don't think she's a deadbeat mom.
I don't know.
I don't think she's the kids are still living. They always have on clothes. They lack shoes, but she don't wear shoes either. And look, here's the thing. She's leveled up. This is the first season that girl has had clean feet.
That's true.
So she's doing better. Until we went for the cake testing thing. This was secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah.
For one thing, so this is one thing about me. So here's a bit of Keisha lore. As you guys have started calling it. Things that seem normal to me, but that just are not normal to the average person. I get number anxiety, okay? Like if something says for two only, I'm not going to be that person that's going to bring another person. Because in my head, we're going to get turned around at the door. Everyone's going to say, look at this person. They bought 3 when it said 2. I have very bad social anxiety and social embarrassment. Mm-hmm. So if you tell me only 2 people can come, I'm not going to even bring that half of a friend that I have, like that person with half a body. No, it's not going to be 2.5 of us. It's going to be 2. So when you go to a taste testing, a cake testing, you usually have the bride and the groom and maybe one other person with you. Well, not the Slaytons. You go 17 deep, okay? So they're going to this very, very small local bakery. You've got Amy, I can never remember the guy's name, Brian, Chris, diabetic Brittany, why is she there? And you've got Misty. So that's 5 people. I would be my armpits would be sweating if I knew, they didn't tell me just to bring 2, but it's the social norm. I still go by, you don't have a baby shower after like your first or your second baby. But I see bitches now having 12 babies and having, I'm going to have a sprinkle and a baby shower. What? Bitch, you need a birth control party. Like, why are you?
What the fuck's a sprinkle?
It's the party before the baby shower.
No.
Yeah. Or yeah. So anyway, I would die. And of course, when they came in, the woman was like, why are all these people here? Because
are y'all together?
Yeah, because you usually bake only enough for the two or three people that are coming. And then here's the thing. This was a bunch of big people who came in here, okay? So luckily for the lady, she was so cute with her little cute bakery. And they're all, tasting the different flavors of cake, which I would have never picked any of those flavors. They had like Oreo cookie,
didn't sound
salted caramel, banana. I mean,
I would like candy bars.
I would fuck up a banana cake, but I wouldn't want that to be my wedding cake. I'd be like, okay, so for the wedding, this is what we're going to do. We're going to have such a flavor. But when I get up to my room, like the honeymoon suite, I want to have a banana cake all to me. And you know what? You ain't even got to put it in the shape of a banana. I just eat the banana cake.
For sure.
So then they had some other flavors. None of them like sounded like wedding cake. Well, I'm weird. I like berries, lemons, zesty, kind of fruit flavored. She picked the right flavors for the right group of people. I'll say that.
Well, there's like the wedding cake and then like the groom's cake.
You got
like
a groom's cake.
Yeah, like the groom's cake.
But no one really gives a shit about the groom's cake. No one.
But
really
that's usually the one that's like different, or could be a little unique.
Well, Amy, here's the thing about it. The last few seasons have come down to one thing. Yes, it's about weight loss, but it has been about how attention-seeking Amy is. I mean, if you had to have a really smart psychology person, not us, but even we figured it out. When you really deduce it, okay, it is about this very attention-seeking person that will do anything for attention, including marrying a potential pedophile, because that's what I think this man secretly is. All right. So they're eating the cake. Now, mind you, all these people have had the weight loss surgery.
Right. And one's diabetic.
Two of them. Misty is too.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. But they're eating like very, very... They're there for a tasting. No,
yes.
Amy went there to eat cake, and boy, is she fucking eating cake. And then after she eats all this cake, she had the audacity to say, I don't feel good.
My stomach hurts.
My stomach hurts. I feel like everything from the inside is going to come outside. So she's sweating. And I'm like, we're going to have a fat fall on 1,000-pound sisters this episode, aren't we? And everyone's just looking at her because it honestly looked like she's going to throw up at this table.
She was flushed. She was sweaty.
Just really, yeah. And then she just lets out one of her loudest burps in this nice establishment with this nice woman who has on a cute dress with very cute pink shoes with her floral apron. And you just let it all rip. And the lady was like, God. God, how much, what does the contract say? Like, I fuck the money. I don't care. Fuck the advertisement, because I don't want anyone thinking this is who we serve. Like, this is horrible.
I don't remember her bakery name showing up in the episode. Do you?
It did, but who remembers it after you fucking saw all of this?
Well, Amy got dumping syndrome.
She got dumping
in the middle of her fucking
in the middle
cake
of the cake, because she wasn't testing anything. She was eating cake, and then after she burped, she went right back to eating cake.
Well, it's still there.
Yeah, I can't let it go to waste.
No,
I feel like the bakery owner is okay with you wasting it and getting the fuck out of her place. Like, I think she's cool with it.
Here's a cake to go, as long as you'll go home and eat it.
Yes, please, just don't worry about it. We got it. So she's just so happy everyone's paying attention to her. This is all that it is all about paying attention to her and sticking it to Tammy, because Tammy's been disinvited to the wedding. Yeah. Okay. So then they go wedding dress shopping. Amanda's so sick. I don't know exactly what's going on with her. I think it was some heart stuff, like maybe some fucking stuff from the surgeries, because she's a 2-surgery weight loss surgery girl too. So we have hardly seen her or heard her at all. Yeah. So it's Brittany and Misty taking Amy to go wedding dress shopping at Hattie's. Tell me that ain't a Kentucky.
That's Hattie.
Hattie's at Hattie's. And I just, oh God.
Hattie's dress shopping and Piggly Wiggly.
But it looked very nice, very boutique. And all I just think about is all that pretty white satin lace and then Amy's dirty hands. She probably had fucking Cheeto dust on her hands. Okay. And of course she goes in there with shorts on and ill-fitting shirt. Like nothing like.
She ain't never worn anything fitting.
Every now and then. Every once in a blue moon, it doesn't fit, but it fits good enough. Okay, it fits good enough, right? So this is how attention-seeking she is. So she tells everyone, you guys go pick out a dress that you think will look good. Bitch, fuck that. Y'all come behind me, and then I'm going to pick out what I like, and then you can say yay or nay, and I'm going to still do whatever the fuck I want to do anyway, okay? Because the lady's like, how do you picture your wedding? I want everything to be spooky and ghostly, and this woman is like, what? Like,
then go to a fucking goth shop.
What do you need to get a black dress off Amazon and go on your way? Like, why do you got to be ahead? But we're here for the advertisement, so come on in here, Slaytons. So
shop at Hattie's.
Shop it. Oh, I'm Hattie. Hey, y'all, come on in.
How you mom and them?
How you mom and them doing? So I know this from wedding dress shopping. Is that you are supposed? Okay. Honestly, I know this from watching too many episodes of Say Yes to the Dress. When you go wedding dress shopping, you're supposed to wear undergarments that you would wear underneath your wedding dress, all right? And I will tell you this, too, from experience. Wedding dress shopping is one of the most miserable things I've ever gone through. And I went through it when I was like damn near 400 pounds. So, wedding dresses are super heavy. No one tells you, you look like a ballerina. You look like you're floating on a cloud. That shit is so heavy. I was pissed off when I left. I was like, I'm never doing this shit again. Don't nothing fit me anyway. They go up to special size it. I was sweaty. It just nothing looked good. It's not as fun as it looks like on television. Okay. So she gets the first dress on and she looked like a wedding cake in the first dress. Because you got to remember, these people, with the exception of Chris and Amanda, are short.
Right.
They're all short. So she literally looked like a wedding cake. It just was not flattering at all. So I think I think that was the dress that her friend picked out. I think she tried on a dress that Misty picked out. And none of them really looked good. But surprisingly, the dress that Brittany picked out, I wear a cloth. Brittany picked out, and a dress actually looked really as flattering as a dress could be flattered on Amy Slayton's body.
It was doing some heavy lifting.
Yes, it did, in all the right places. It looked
like a wedding dress.
It covered up all the places that needed to be covered up.
Yep.
She was feeling herself. I feel like a skinty girl in this dress. Okay, well, come on, that's going a bit far. You look better in this dress. And I think she picked the dress that day, but if I'm remembering the pictures, that is the actual wedding dress that she picked out.
And it was a good choice.
It was as good as it was going to get.
I would say good is relative with the Slaytons. So.
It was good for her. And she looked happy. Of course, she cried. And I don't think she cried because she's happy about the wedding dress or the wedding. I think she's happy because I'm getting all the attention. It's all on me.
Yes.
So this shit was funny. So Andrea, who is Tammy's fiance, wants to treat Tammy to go like a spa day where they go get their hair blown out. Well, did they charge half the price? Because Tammy ain't got that much hair to be blowing out. It wasn't that much blowing out that needs to be done. I mean, I think it could have done a 1-2 with a towel and called it a day.
Do you think Tammy was losing hair, or do you think her head was so stretched out from being so fat that it's just
both
like
can be
loose?
True.
Okay, so just like loose spots.
I think this is a case of both can be true. I think a lot of her hair did fall out. There was a lot of space between the hair follicles, and the hair follicles could only stretch themselves so far. You know what I mean? And they're like, this is all we got.
We
Kentucky Slayton hair follicles. This is all we really got right here. We're doing the best that we can.
Shop at Hattie's.
Shop at Hattie. Hey, come on in here. How you mom and them?
We sell hats too.
We heard you getting married. Okay. That's just how they sound. And those people don't talk that country. Right at home, they probably talk like Bob the drag queen. But Hattie, Hey, girl. I saw your mom and them at the Piggly Wiggly the other day. How's that baby? That baby, he's just getting so big and just strong and everything. I'm starting like Andrea more and more and more, despite the lack of teeth. But it's not really a lack of teeth. It's just lack of tooth. You know what I mean? But I'm really liking her. So I think she is a good person. She's got a bad picker when it comes to women folk, but because why would you pick Tammy? I think maybe this is like a Brian thing. We both want a little bit of television time until we find our one true loves. This is what we're going to do. Yep. So Andrea sets up a meeting. She wants Tammy and Amy both to meet up at a coffee shop. And look, all of us knew this was going to be bad because you got two bitches that are jealous of one another. Right. Remember the saying, you can't be friends with someone who's jealous of you? Well, you can't be sisters with a sister who's jealous of you. And they both are jealous of one another, okay? Yep. So they get to the coffee shop. I swear to God, as soon as Amy opened her mouth and said one thing, Tammy got up and walked out. Where was the van with the slow electronic van closing? Now the bitch can move so she can actually get up and run out the building. Yep. I miss the old days when she was stuck in a van and everyone had to stand there and talk to her. She just slowly closed the van door on them. I miss those theatrical effects right there. So she's outside. You know, a lot of the things that Amy said were true. She's like, Tammy's toxic. Tammy can never be happy for anyone else. If it's not about Tammy, Tammy's upset. Tammy says these things. She's mean. She needs your help. You can be there for her, but when it's time... And Andrew's like, I know. But when I asked her if she missed you, she said, yeah. So I know deep down inside, she does miss you, Amy. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I tried to talk to her. I did. Do you want me to go get her? Amy. Oh, don't cry. Oh, God, Amy, don't cry. Hey, let me think. Then Amy gets up to do her theatrical fucking leave, but she's blind. So she went out the wrong door, okay? She went out the wrong door. She didn't know where she was. Thank God Andrea cared enough to run after her because she's like, I don't know where I am. Andrea's like, I don't either. So why don't we just both go over here where you left your nice iced coffee and try to talk about it. Now I'm going to go see if I can get her to come back in. I know I can't. But I'm going to go see, because Andrea's real calm. She's very calm. Yeah. She's like, I understand. She goes, Amy, everything you said's right. Let me go out here, because I can see her out there. She's still out there. She can't drive. She can fit behind the wheel now. She just refuses to drive. I got the keys, so I know she hasn't left. But let me go check on her outside. She's outside in my car right there where that camera is. I'll be right back. So she goes out, and Tammy's like, no, I'm not going back here. Let's go. Quit filming me. Quit. How are you going to tell your boss to leave you alone? These people are your bosses. Like, they are filming you for you have a signed contract for them to follow you around. You still have your mic on, and she refuses to go back in. Right. So then poor Andrea, I know she's out of breath by now. So she goes back and she goes, well, Amy's like, I knew she wasn't going to come back in because she don't think she's done anything wrong. And that's basically the episode right there. Producer James is quite angry with me. He's quite angry with my dogs because I think it's too cold for them to have stayed outside for this whole hour and a half. It's just too cold. So I have let them inside. Well, they were going to bark in their houses as well.
Well, not like this where they can run around.
My apologies. Please don't leave me a 1-star review. Please don't leave me a review saying.
It's not the dog's fault.
Please don't leave me a review saying you're so unprofessional. You have dogs. Well, I work in a house and they live here, so it's kind of like an odd situation.
We're in the middle of a winter storm.
We're in the middle of a winter storm. They're too cute, too little to be outside where it's wet, and it's nighttime. And it's that night air. They just can't.
And yesterday was Saki's
Gotcha Day.
Gotcha Day.
Today's his Gotcha Day.
Yeah.
Yes, poor little Saki. Yeah. If you want to see a picture on him, go to the Libra Lounge Instagram page and like it, okay? Make sure you're following me in all the places. We're trying to get our numbers up, okay? Mm-hmm. Trying to get those numbers up. So even if you've got like a spam account where you're like stalking your ex.
If you're a bot, we welcome bots.
Yeah, just like us. Just like you can like us and then like put us on mute and you never have to see us. Just give us the fucking like. That's all we really want. I mean, yeah. So that's our show. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you check me out every Monday on Pink Shade Podcast as we are recapping Love During Lockup. Every Wednesday on Pink Shade Patreon, we are recapping the Plath people. What's the Welcome to Plathville? The platypus people. Welcome to platypus. Platypus. We are recapping Welcome to Plathville, and then starting February the 11th, we will be recapping the newest season of Love Is Blind.
Can't wait. I don't watch the show. I just listen to y'all recap it, and that's all I need.
That's all we need. That's all we need is love. But make sure those are on the Patreon level, so you got to pay a little bit for them.
It's
worth the money. It's worth the money.
I subscribe.
Boy, was that a Pink Shade plug. Start charging our ass for advertisement over there. So, okay, we'll see you guys next time.
Shop at Hattie's.
It's the Libra Lounge. The Libra Lounge. Ooh.